Hi Libra, thanks for joining me for the May of 2017 Tarot Scope. We're going to be using both decks on my own creation, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck and the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card. I've created both of these decks. You can find out more about that on my website. For those of you who are interested in the decks but were put off by the high shipping costs, they have, Gamecraft has changed now and they are offering more shipping options. You have to just use the pull down thing, but it's going to be way less expensive, especially for those of you overseas. So if you wanted to work with the deck, you can check that out. What's going on for Libra? Libra for May 2017. Okay. Well, for some of you, there's been this on-again, off-again relationship, it looks like. You've been on and off, on and off, on and off. And you may decide that, you know what, I've had enough of this already, it's off, you know. You may decide, here's what I'm feeling. You may realize that somebody's never going to be what you want them to be to you. You know, that's what I really feel. And you feel like you've been in bondage to this, you know, somebody may show up in your life again and be just like, oh, I've changed, I want to come back, you know, and you may give them another chance and it's just like, well, it was a mistake, you know. Some of you, somebody could show up, you could have a working relationship and you wanting it to be a romance and it just may not be, you know. Because you get this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Rods in reverse down here. You know, this is some of the bottom cards down here. Ace of Cups in reverse is a new beginning in love that doesn't happen. And the guy is in reverse, guy or girl. The fire sign person is in reverse, Leo, Aries, or Sag. But we also have a fire sign person in the upright over here. I feel like these are two distinctly different people. Often they can be the same person if they show up in the spread, and maybe for some of you it is, but I'm feeling like it's two distinctly different people. I feel like you're ready to move on. You've had enough of this nonsense, because, you know, all the Knights are kind of youthful, you know, and younger energy. In upright position, there's not that anything's wrong with being youthful and having this younger energy, but in reverse, it's kind of like, you know, they just act like ridiculous. It's childish, especially the Knight of Rods. You know, cocky, childish. You know, self-serving. This is another thing that I'm getting out of this. For some of you, you may have had to deal with this. Maybe like the joy left the relationship or the joy left the job a long time ago. And you're ready, you're trying to do something else. Well, you may get the news that you can. If you're moving on depends on some kind of money coming, or you're waiting to hear some news about money, it's coming. You're going to get the news about the money, and it's good news. So that's a very favorable thing. Also, because it's the Page of Pentacles, it could be in the time of Earth, in the time of Taurus. And then we're going to be in Taurus all the way up to the 20th. So this would be like in the first few weeks of the month, you get that news that the money's coming, and you're like, you know what? See you. I'm out of here. You know, I'm out of here. You're graduating. You know, yeah, that's another thing I really want. And maybe some of you, I mean, May, people do really graduate. So maybe you're really going to graduate. You know, but I feel like you're graduating. It's symbolic of a much bigger thing that's going on in your life. You know, and again, I know I always bring this up, but with the Jupiter in your sign, it's only going to be for 1 year. This is the time to do these kind of things. This is the time to graduate. It can make you become much more self-aware, but it also attracts people to you. So if you did want to make some big change in this month with Jupiter in your sign, great time to go forward with it. Now we're going to have Mercury go direct on the 4th, so we probably want to wait till maybe after the 4th. Because it's like this is the boys and the men. Although in these readings, of course, it could be male, female, whoever, but it's just like juvenile, childish behavior. adult behavior. You know, let's read some of these words: motivated, generous, worldly, direct. Yeah, the King of Rods energy. You know, he'll lay it on you. They don't mince words. They'll give it to you. They'll give you constructive criticism that could really help. You know, but I'm not feeling that this person is critical at all. I feel like this person is everything that you were wanting out of this other situation. So whether this is, again, your boss, your relationship, whatever it is, and you're not getting this, you're not getting back what you're wanting. This person is not behaving or doing or being the way you want them to be. There's a new influx of energy, and this person is able to give you those things. And it's not because you're prodding, begging, you know, pleading. They're already there. You can't make somebody be who they're not going to be. You can't be in bondage to this. You got to take some time to pause, though. The Hangman is here. So it's kind of like the money's coming. So that's going to help no matter what. If you're looking for a new job, then this is the new job. If you're looking for a new relationship, then this could give you the money to get out of the old relationship. Maybe you need, maybe you can't make it on your own. You need, some additional income. But there's been struggle going on with this for some time here, for 7 months, 7 years, something like that. I think for a lot of you, it was based on lust. Now, lust, sexual lust, if it's a romantic relationship, or lust like greed, whatever it is, it feels like for many of you, you're holding out, hoping that this person's going to give you what you're wanting. And honestly, it just isn't going to happen. It's time to move on, It's time to graduate. That's the big word here. This person or this new situation could have a connection with the past. This could also just talk about you've given this one many, many chances and they keep screwing up. Or they keep saying, well, when I get this, then you'll get your raise. Or when this happens, then this happens, and it just never happens. On and on and on. But there could be a past connection here. This is why I feel stronger. Like this could be either somebody from your past that you run into, and whatever it is, they've come a long way. I'm hearing you've come a long way, baby. They've come a long way from when you knew them before. Okay, so I feel like maybe a childhood friend or somebody from the neighborhood, even something like that. Used to play together as kids in a lot of cases. We went to school together, or maybe your kids play together. But I think it's you played together as kids. They've come a long way, and it could be that they're the person from the past. Sorry about that. That's my dryer. The reading isn't up. Your time's not up or anything. Or this could be somebody else that's from the past. Somebody's from the past that introduces you to somebody. The third thing it could be is your own dreams and aspirations from when you were younger, when you were a child. What did you really want to do with yourself? How did you envision your life when you were a child? When I grow up, I'm going to be this or I'm going to be that. Well, this person has the wherewithal, the means, embodies those things that you were wanting, before. This person doesn't have it. For a lot of you, I feel this is your job, though. I feel like you hate your job, you don't get no joy out of it. I think that either way, too, here's another thing. I feel like promises were made, and they're not being kept. Flat out, they're just not being kept. So there's somebody else. There may be some past connection with this somebody else, or some connection to your childhood or your own children, or but for some cases it's just connecting to that childhood dream. I'm going to move over to the animal totem again. If you want to find out about any of my stuff, head over to the my website. You can find the link in the corner up here or below. If you want a reading specifically about love, I do have those lots of love readings on Vimeo for $2 and some change. This month we're using the Smith Waite deck, which is really cool. It's the Rider-Waite, but it has some extra cards in it, some extra paintings from Pamela Coleman Smith, and I left them in there in the spreads. And I've also incorporated the hearts over here. Something just jumped on my door over there, or a bird flew into my door. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. What the heck was that? It might have been like my cat trying to jump on the door, but I think a bird might have just flown into my door. But anyways, I've incorporated the rose quartz hearts, and so please do check that out. And if you want to get the decks, they're much cheaper on the shipping now. Okay. Or a reading for me, whatever. Animal totem for Libra. Rabbit. Okay. Well, rabbit's prolific, you know. Sensitive, artistic, clever, nimble, outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead. Taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future. Heightened libido and procreation. Well, that's what I feel like, colossal leaps. Some of you have been putting up with this crap from this person for a long, long time, and they keep promising that, you know, oh, well, I'm going to change, or if it's a job, it's just like, oh yeah, we had a bad quarter, you'll get your raise next quarter, or I'm going to make you assistant manager, I'm going to make you this, I'm going to make you that. It ain't happening, you know. When are you going to stop believing that they're going to change? Because that's what you need to do. You need to stop believing that the situation has changed and graduate on to the next thing here. Now this rabbit energy coming up with this sensitive, artistic, and everything, it's not necessarily a matter of like brute force and oh screw you, I'm walking, you know. It's more of just the sweetness, finding the sweet spot, just doing what's right for you. You know, you got to do what's right for you. And while the Jupiter's in your sign, that's the best time ever to do it. Okay. Okay, Libras, hey, thank you guys for everything you do to help me with the channel, including liking, sharing, commenting, donating. It's all very much appreciated. Please do check out my website for more information on all my stuff, and check out Vimeo for the love readings with the Smith-Waite deck this month. Remember, you are Lone Beauty Incarnate. Have a great month of May, and I'll speak to you soon.